Hello and welcome. In this story, we explore the peculiar case of Lars Mittank, a German traveler who disappeared under baffling circumstances in July 2014. All details here are based on publicly available sources, news reports, and family statements. Theories, rumors, or unconfirmed sightings mentioned remain speculative. Viewer discretion is advised for discussions involving possible mental health factors. No individual or entity is accused of wrongdoing unless proven by legal authorities. Lars Mittank was born on February 9, 1986, in Itzehoe, a town in northern Germany. Growing up, friends and family described him as calm, kind, and reliable. He loved sports, particularly football, and followed the German club Werder Bremen. He worked in various jobs around his hometown and was known for being responsible and conscientious. By all accounts, nothing about his past suggested any pattern of reckless behavior or severe mental health issues, and he appeared to maintain positive relationships with those around him. In June 2014, 28-year-old Lars decided to join friends on a holiday in Golden Sands, Bulgaria. This seaside resort near the city of Varna is famous for its beaches, nightlife, and summer tourism. According to accounts from his friends, everything started normally, with the group enjoying the local scenery and beach activities. Midway through the trip, however, an incident occurred. Reports suggest a minor altercation, possibly over football rivalries, left Lars with an ear injury. He consulted a local doctor, who advised him not to fly home immediately due to potential complications with cabin pressure. Concerned about his ear, Lars chose to remain behind in Bulgaria for a day or two, while his friends returned to Germany as scheduled. After parting ways, Lars checked into a hotel in Varna called the Hotel Color. Staff later recalled that he seemed uneasy or restless, pacing the lobby and appearing anxious. Some noted he might have been worried about something, possibly under stress or feeling unsafe. During this time, Lars also made phone calls to his mother, indicating he was afraid or believed someone might be following him. On July 7, 2014, he visited another doctor for a checkup regarding his ear. The doctor reported Lars was tense but did not seem dangerously unwell. No formal records suggest he was disoriented or hallucinating. Still, it was clear he was anxious about flying and possibly about his own safety. On July 8, 2014, Lars decided it was time to return to Germany. He arrived at Varna Airport, checked in for his flight, and briefly visited the airport's medical office. Then, in a moment captured by security cameras, Lars abruptly sprinted out of the terminal building, leaving behind his backpack, wallet, passport, and other valuables. The video shows him dashing through the doors, crossing the parking lot at full speed, and disappearing over a fence that led into a nearby construction area. No one else appears to be chasing him in the footage. This image of a man running frantically out of the airport became the final confirmed sighting of Lars Mittank. Local authorities in Varna, supported by volunteers, combed the surrounding areas, including fields, forests, and roads. Despite these efforts, no trace of Lars, no clothing or personal belongings was found. His mother traveled to Bulgaria, posting flyers and speaking to the media, but leads did not yield concrete results. Since Lars vanished without documents or money, many feared he might have been in a vulnerable state, particularly if he was experiencing paranoia or the after effects of his ear injury and medication. Yet, no direct evidence points to foul play, and no formal suspects have been identified in any criminal context. Evidence, theories, and rumors. Medical or psychological crisis. One theory suggests Lars might have experienced a sudden mental health crisis, possibly induced by stress, medication, side effects, or an undiagnosed condition. Anxiety, paranoia, or disorientation could explain why he believed he was in danger and ran away so abruptly. accidental death. Another possibility is that Lars, still in a distressed state, fled into rural or forested areas and succumbed to an accident or exposure. The terrain around Varna includes dense vegetation and uneven ground, so it's conceivable he could have suffered a fatal mishap that went unnoticed. Foul play or criminal involvement. There are rumors he encountered criminals or was kidnapped. While Lars himself mentioned feeling followed, no solid evidence of abduction or harm exists, and authorities have not identified any specific suspects. Voluntary disappearance. A smaller group theorizes that Lars intentionally started a new life elsewhere, but family and friends find this unlikely, pointing out his close ties at home and the unexplained panic captured on camera. Organ trafficking or extreme scenarios. Internet forums occasionally spread sensational claims about organ trafficking or covert abductions. However, law enforcement has never substantiated these stories, and they remain purely speculative. Lars's disappearance remains unsolved. He is still listed as a missing person by international databases, and his family continues searching for answers. Occasional tips from travelers, alleged sightings, and online discussions keep the case in public view. However, no verifiable evidence or breakthroughs have emerged. The story of Lars Mittank highlights how a routine vacation can spiral into a baffling, unsolved mystery. From the initial ear injury to his sudden sprint out of the airport, every detail raises more questions than answers. Whether he was harmed by someone, suffered an accident while in a vulnerable state, or had an unrecognized mental health emergency, the truth remains elusive. If anyone watching has any legitimate information about Lars Mittank or recalls details from Varna, Bulgaria, around July 8, 2014, please contact the appropriate authorities or missing person hotlines. Small pieces of information can sometimes lead to significant developments, offering hope and closure to families left in uncertainty. Thank you for taking the time to learn about the disappearance of Lars Mittank. If you found this story helpful, please consider sharing it to keep his memory alive. By increasing awareness, we can support ongoing efforts and, perhaps, one day, uncover the truth behind this haunting case.